Hello, everybody. This is Natalie here from Sovereignty Through Numerology. I'm going to do a very short podcast on what the new year 2025 holds in store for us. I'm doing this on this very wet last day of the year 2024. So, 2025, oh guys, it's going to be a rather difficult year. Why? Okay, so how do I know it's a 9 year? When I add up 2 and 5 equals 9. So we are just going to finish by next year a 9 year cycle, which means we always go from 1 to 9 years. We always go in 9 year cycles. So obviously the 1 is the beginning and the 9 is the ending of it all before we sort of go into a new era, so to speak, something completely new. So it is quite an important time. The 9, though, when we talk about endings, okay, endings obviously meaning anything that's not meant to be anymore, anything that we've been holding on, don't want to let go, will be go bang from 1 minute to the next. Anything that we have not looked at collectively, globally, that we've not dealt with. And I'm not talking about global warming, guys. Global warming has nothing to do with us human beings. That's just a natural cycle. There's always been times where nature is transforming, and we're coming into this time again. So, but anything we haven't looked at, dealt with, that would have been important in terms of this 9 year learning process for humanity will be flying around our ears. Yeah. So, and it's the 9 also stands for the year for Mars, for the planet Mars, which is fire, war, destruction, and not only on the planet but also in family and in corporations, organizations, wherever people work together. Why is that? It's because the 9 does not analyze. The 9 is a practical number, it just shoots from the hip. And we all know that that never ends well when we just shoot from the hip. So, in that sense, it's going to be a difficult year, but don't panic. We're not talking about a person's own personal year because we are all every year in an own personal year through a 9 year cycle, as I just said, that means something to us. Okay. I'm going to do a podcast over these next maybe days where I explain what it means, what the personal year means, and how everybody interested can work out, calculate for themselves to see what year they're in. But my message would also be, because we're coming into a 9 year, because it's about endings, it's important to know which year you're in. It's important to prepare yourself. It's important to really sit down and ask yourself, what do I want? And I'm talking here about, very important things. Short term, long term goal. That'd be very important. So I will also do a in-depth podcast on the year 2025, which will probably give you a bit more details on what's going to go on. But overall, it's going to be a difficult year. If you are lethargic, if you are unwilling to let go, it can be very difficult. My dears, numerology is not witchcraft or fortune telling or anything like that. It is a science, very old science. It's based on the deciphering of numbers. So basically, your personal numbers, your date of birth, and the name that you're given, etc., and much more, will tell you everything about your life, everything you need to know, what you would need to do in order to be healthy and successful, what you need to learn, and what your life is all about. It's very, very old science. The father of numerology is Pythagoras, and he has already said, "Man, know thyself, then thou shalt know the universe and God. So for anybody who's taking that to heart, they will have a great next year, 2025. They will sail through it. In that sense, I wish you a very happy year. I wish you a very beautiful, happy transition into the year 2025. Talk to you soon. Bye. God bless.